new Battlefield History TV and Pen and Sword Special Operations series of DVDs started with Operation Biting, the Bruneval raid. It's now joined by another strong release, SAS Operation Bulbasket, launched in support of the Normandy invasion in the summer of 1944. The majority of the SAS returned to the UK, with Montgomery in early 1944, but the D-Day planners were reluctant to give a mission to an organisation that they regarded as a dangerous private army. However, deployed in southwest France, for the D-Day planners there was an even more dangerous problem. The 2nd Das Reich SS Panzer Division, whose arrival in Normandy could change everything. The French resistance was tasked through SOE to do all they could in Plan Vert to delay the Das Reich's arrival in the invasion area. However, the resistance were untried and not entirely trusted. Consequently, the SAS were tasked to supplement efforts south of the Loire in the Poitiers area. Captain Tonkin's troop of 1st SAS were chosen on the eve of D-Day. They flew from Tempsford airfield.
Well, this is Gibraltar Farm on the outskirts of the airfield at Tempsford, and there are at least 20 large equipment bays around the outside of this building. This must have been a really busy place.
Yes, it was, particularly in the build-up to D-Day, and particularly on the eve of D-Day.
The attacks by the resistance on the French railway network were successful from the outset, and Das Reich were soon forced to drive north to Normandy, with the additional mission of pacifying the country as they went, because it was now in open revolt. Eventually, frustration at the repeated attacks on the SS convoys boiled over at Oradour-sur-Glane. The result was one of the worst atrocities of the war in the West.
Almost as soon as the SAS were established in their first camp, a very nervous French railway employee arrived with information about the possibility of there being fuel trains here at Châtellerault in the sidings.
The SS duly sent a message back to the RAF, and based on their information, a raid was launched by Mosquito aircraft.
And then they were straight into the attack. Smith bombed the northern part of the yard, the second man in, he bombed the centre, and then the third, he bombed the southern part of the yard, and then they continued past the target, turned around to come back to base.
The raid was a success, and at this stage the SAS operations were definitely having a serious impact on the Germans.
They delayed the Das Reich's march north, and they had a great impact on the wider Normandy campaign. So much so that if in the following weeks Bulbasket had achieved nothing else, this would have made it all worthwhile.